Tiger vs Jaguar. Who's the real king of the jungle? Let's get wild. Alright folks, buckle up your safari belts because today we're diving into the ultimate feline face-off. This isn't your average who's cuter debate, this is a clash of claws between the Bengal tiger and the jaguar, two of the baddest big cats to ever strut through the wilderness. It's like Mike Tyson fighting the Rock, but both have tails, stripes, and enough muscle to bench press a buffalo. You've got the tiger, the elegant, heavyweight stalker of Asia, and the jaguar, the stealthy skull crusher of the Americas, who literally swims for fun and bites through turtle shells like they're potato chips. Now I've seen a lot of animal face-offs in my day, monkeys throwing coconuts, hippos chasing boats, a squirrel once stole my granola bar, but nothing gets my heart pounding like imagining these two apex predators in a one-on-one showdown. It's Discovery Channel meets WWE, and I'm here for it. So grab your popcorn, silence your inner house cat, and let's find out who truly deserves the crown. Spoiler alert, it's not the lion. Yeah, I said it. Let's dive into the wild and settle this once and for all. Tiger or jaguar, who you got? Round 1, Origins and Territory Throwdown. Alright, before the claws come out, let's talk hometowns. Both of these ferocious felines are part of the Felidae family and roll with the Panthera crew, basically the jungle's version of the Justice League, but with less spandex and way more attitude. Let's start with the Bengal tiger. This majestic beast calls Asia home, think India, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Bhutan. Picture dense jungles, steamy weather, ancient temples, and maybe a chill monkey or two meditating nearby. It's like the tiger lives in a National Geographic calendar shoot 24/7. Now enter the jaguar, the jagged-toothed juggernaut of the Americas. From the deserts of the southern US all the way to the humid depths of Brazil's Amazon, this cat is lurking in rainforests, prowling swamps, and occasionally swimming with crocodiles. Yes, swimming. Imagine LeBron James with paws, muscles, and a serious case of don't mess with me energy. So here's the thing, these two big cats live on completely different continents, kind of like Batman and Black Panther never crossing paths. Which means, in the real world, they're not exactly bumping into each other at the watering hole. But that won't stop us from imagining what would happen if they did. Because when you've got two alpha predators with this much swagger, the fantasy fight is just too good to pass up. And hey, who doesn't love a good what-if battle between jungle royalty? Round 2. The Look, Jungle Edition Catwalk. Let's talk style, swagger, and raw jungle drip because these two cats didn't come to play, they came to slay. First up, the Bengal tiger. This dude is the supermodel of the wild. Bright orange coat, bold black stripes, piercing eyes, and the kind of jawline that could land a GQ cover. If James Bond were a cat, this would be him. Sleek, deadly, and somehow always camera-ready even after wrestling a buffalo. I mean seriously, this cat walks like every tree is his runway. Think of him as the Ferrari of the forest, flashy, fast, and totally unforgettable. Now say hello to the jaguar, the compact powerhouse with serious attitude. He's not here for your compliments, he's here to crush skulls and own the rainforest. With his golden yellow coat and black rosette patterns, he kind of looks like a leopard that traded in yoga for CrossFit. Imagine the Rock in a cheetah print jacket and you're halfway there. Jaguars are shorter and more muscular than tigers, but don't mistake size for weakness. This feline is built like a linebacker with paws. If I had to pick which one wins a jungle fashion show, I'd say the tiger takes it with that iconic look. But if we're judging by presence, that don't mess with me vibe, the jaguar is giving full mob boss in the Amazon energy. So, who's got the better look, depends on your style. You want elegance and power in one, go tiger. You want raw intimidation with a gold coat and an I bite skulls attitude, jaguar's your guy. Round 3, Stats and Skills, Jungle Gym Edition. Alright, let's hit the tail of the tape. This is where we get into the numbers, the raw data, the who's benching more at the jungle gym kind of stuff. First up, the Bengal tiger. This beast is a straight-up heavyweight. Tipping the scales at up to 500 pounds and stretching a whopping 10 feet long, he's basically a furry freight train. Big paws, big muscles, big presence. If he were in the NFL, he'd be the star running back bulldozing through linebackers and scoring touchdowns with every leap. Now enter the jaguar, shorter, stockier, clocking in at about 150 to 200 pounds and roughly 7 feet long, but don't let that fool you. This guy is pure muscle, think compact power. Like if someone stuffed a bulldozer into a jungle cat. He's like the fullback who doesn't just block for the team, he runs the ball and breaks helmets doing it. And here's where things get wild, bite force. The tiger, oh, he's strong. No doubt, but the jaguar, his bite is legendary. We're talking nature's version of a hydraulic press. This cat doesn't just bite his prey, he crushes it. Turtle shells, caiman skulls, even bones that would make a lion think twice. It's like watching someone casually crack pistachios with their bare hands during the Super Bowl. Total dominance. Oh, and swimming, tigers dabble, sure, a little wading here and there, maybe a dip to cool off. But jaguars, these dudes are Olympic-level swimmers. They dive, they stalk prey underwater, they literally hunt piranhas. Who even does that? So when it comes to raw stats, the tiger takes size. But in the skills department, the jaguar's bite, brawn, and aquatic flair are tough to beat. It's brains and brawn in a more compact, bitey package. Round 4, Hunting Tactics, Predator versus Predator. Let's step into the wild and see how these apex predators get their groceries. Spoiler alert, it's not by hitting up the drive-thru. First, meet the Bengal tiger, Asia's stealthiest heavyweight. This guy is basically a ninja in fur. He crouches low in tall grass, waits without a sound, and when the moment's right, launches like a furry torpedo. 1 second it's peace and quiet, the next boom a 500-pound feline missile lands on your back. Deer, wild boar, water buffalo, no one's safe. It's like watching a refrigerator come to life and sprint full speed at a salad bar. Then there's the jaguar, the ultimate jungle brawler with a serious aquatic twist. This beast doesn't just hunt on land, he takes the fight to the water. Think Michael Phelps meets Batman with Mike Tyson's jaw strength. He swims like a champ, sneaks through rivers and underbrush, and when he strikes, it's over fast. Capybaras, turtles, even caimans, all fair game. I once saw footage of a jaguar dragging a crocodile like it was a pool afloat. I still haven't recovered. Here's what I love about these two. The tiger is all about patience, power, and precision. The jaguar is a wild card, unpredictable, agile, and dangerously versatile. One's a sniper, the other's a bar fight. Round 5, Fight Night, Jungle Rumble Edition. Alright folks, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. It's Saturday night in the animal kingdom, and we've got ourselves the wildest pay-per-view you'll never see. In the red corner, the striped sledgehammer of South Asia, the Bengal tiger. In the blue corner, the rosette-covered wrecking ball of the Americas, the jaguar. Ding ding, let's break it down. The tiger walks in like the undisputed heavyweight champ. He's bigger, taller, and has the reach of a jungle Muhammad Ali. He's used to handling massive prey like water buffalo that look like they bench press trees. This cat throws down with power and grace. Imagine a linebacker who studied kung fu. That's a tiger on a mission. The jaguar steps in shorter but built like a tank. He's the muscle car of the big cat's smaller frame, but revving with raw torque. What he lacks in size, he makes up for with that jaw-dropping bite force. Literally, one chomp to the skull and it's lights out. You ever seen a jaguar crush a turtle shell like it's a potato chip? Brutal and impressive. So, who takes the title? Alright, it's decision time. Let's hand out some jungle trophies, size and sheer power. That one goes to the tiger. When you weigh in at 500 pounds and can take down a water buffalo before breakfast, you earn that heavyweight belt. Bite force and muscle-packed punch, say hello to the jaguar, the tank of the cat world. That bite can crush bones like they're peanut M&Ms. You do not want to be on the wrong end of that jaw. Who wins in the wild? Most likely the tiger, thanks to the size advantage and top-tier takedown game. But in a fantasy match where they're the same size, same weight, no excuses? I'd lean jaguar. That bite is an absolute game changer. One good hit, and it's lights out faster than a power outage in a thunderstorm. So, who's the real king of the jungle? Here's the truth, they both are. Tigers rule the forests of Asia like majestic emperors in stripes. Jaguars run the Amazon like silent mob bosses, keeping everything in check with one look and one lethal bite. And me, I'm just lucky I get to talk about them instead of facing either in the wild. Because let's be honest, if I saw one in the jungle, I'd be climbing a tree faster than you can say snack. Stay curious, stay wild, and remember this golden rule: never underestimate a big cat, especially one with a crown and claws. Danger to humans, watch out, y'all. Alright, let's not sugarcoat it. These big cats might look like majestic creatures, but they are apex predators for a reason. If you ever find yourself in the jungle, let's just say keep your distance. Tigers are known to be a bit more, well, territorial. While they usually avoid humans, a hungry tiger or one that feels threatened can become incredibly dangerous. They're powerful, fast, and incredibly stealthy. If you're unlucky enough to catch their eye, it's like being a deer on a five-star dinner menu. Tigers have been known to stalk and attack people, especially in areas where they've lost their natural fear of humans. Imagine running into a tiger that's built like a linebacker, only it can move silently like a ghost. Scary stuff. Then, there's the jaguar. This guy might be a bit more reclusive, but that doesn't mean he's any less deadly. Jaguars have the strongest bite force of any big cat, yes, even stronger than lions and tigers. Their jaws are designed to pierce skulls like it's a Sunday stroll in the park. They're expert ambushers, waiting to pounce out of the shadows. While jaguars tend to avoid humans, don't think you can just walk up to one for a selfie. Their bite can crush through bone like it's nothing. They're just as dangerous up close as they are in the wild. So, in short, these cats aren't pets, folks. They're wild, they're powerful, and if you find yourself face to face with either one, you might want to start running faster than a cheetah, though let's be real, you're not outrunning either of them. My advice: admire them from a distance, or better yet, watch them on your favorite wildlife show where they can stay in their element and you can stay safe. Should you keep one as a pet? Spoiler alert, absolutely not. Now, I know what you're thinking: tigers and jaguars are so cool. I bet they'd make amazing pets. Well, let me stop you right there. Tigers and jaguars might look adorable in photos or documentaries, but they are not house pets. These cats are wild animals with instincts designed to take down large prey, not cuddle on the couch with you while you binge-watch Netflix. Tigers are literal powerhouses. A full-grown Bengal tiger can weigh up to 500 pounds and has the strength to knock down trees. No, really. They're built for running, hunting, and dominating their territory. While baby tigers might be cute and fuzzy, they grow up fast, and when they do, you're dealing with a predator that can take down a deer in a single leap. Imagine your pet suddenly deciding it's time for a little playtime, with a lot of claws involved. As for jaguars, they're not any less intense. These guys have the strongest bite force of any big cat, yep, even more than lions or tigers. They're built like tanks, capable of crushing the skulls of their prey with one bite. Now, imagine them getting a little too curious about your favorite couch or your neighbor's dog. Spoiler, that's not gonna end well for you or the couch. And let's talk about the logistics of keeping one of these big cats as a pet. They need tons of space to roam, hunt, and behave like the apex predators they are. The average house. Not nearly enough room for a tiger's needs, and definitely not a jaguar's. Keeping one of these cats confined is not only dangerous for you and them, it's downright cruel. Wild animals deserve to be in the wild, where they can live and thrive as they're meant to. Plus, keeping a tiger or a jaguar as a pet is illegal in many places. Not only will you be facing some hefty fines and legal consequences, but you'll also be putting the well-being of the animal at risk. They don't belong behind bars or in tiny enclosures. They belong in the wild, where they can roam and rule their domain. So, let's be clear. No, don't get a tiger or a jaguar as a pet. Admire them from a distance, support wildlife conservation, and keep your paws far away from adopting a wild predator. Trust me, the only wild pet you need is a goldfish, and even then, don't forget to feed it. Want more wild content? Hit that subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this wild ride through the jungle, the tiger versus jaguar showdown, and everything in between, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so you'll never miss another wild adventure or epic face-off between the kings of the animal kingdom. Join our tribe of curious explorers who love to discover the untold stories of nature. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next big thing coming your way, from jaw-dropping animal facts to deep dives into the most fascinating creatures on the planet. Stay wild, stay curious, and let's keep the adventure going.